pitch. Swing and a high drive. Belted deep toward right. Back toward the track. At the wall. It is gone. Sosa hits it into the basket.
September 11th is a day that we will never forget, so I just wanted to go ahead. I wanted to start off a video with us reminding ourselves of how precious life can be. So if you were a part of that, I just want to say my condolences and all of our thoughts are with you. I think baseball is a pretty good sport in terms of bringing people together, so that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We're still going to have some fun today. There's also a little bit of sad news throughout the video, but without further ado, it's time to start talking baseball. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. Today is going to be a pretty interesting video. Again, I kind of brought it up in the intro of the video. It's kind of a somber day just because it is September 11th, and also one of the biggest superstars in baseball, if not the biggest superstar, Christian Yelich. He had an injury yesterday, so we'll talk about that. We also have some Yankees versus Tigers madness. There's just so much to get into. So if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure that you guys subscribe and leave a like on this video. I also posted my first ever NFL recap yesterday, so if you guys are into football, you can go ahead and watch that. But for right now, it's baseball time. Make sure that you use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save $20 off baseball tickets, football tickets, concerts, anything like that, because this first game, this was going to be brought to you by the Oakland A's because they got embarrassed 2 days ago. They were shut out 15-0 by the Houston Astros, and I think they thought to themselves, are we really that bad? No, we're not that bad. So they came all the way back. They scored 21 runs and hit 6 home runs against the Astros. One of the few times this year that the Astros have been embarrassed. Roll it.
Left field, hit deep, drill to right, deep to left, Murphy, 5 mile an hour or above. That one's going to be gone. Toward left, Franklin Barreto lines one to right. Nice.
Nolan Arenado hitting home runs is one of my favorite things to watch in baseball. But when Nolan Arenado hits a baseball 482 feet, it's something that we have to begin the video with. So we're going to go ahead and show that right now. Nolan Arenado, he helps Chichi Gonzalez to his first victory in I think a year or two. So this guy was 0-9 in his first couple decisions, and he was off to a really rough start to his career. So Nolan Arenado and the baseball gods, they blessed Chichi Gonzalez yesterday. So I want to give him a quick round of applause. His first win of the season.
Oh boy, stay fair, and it's long gone. Home run, of course, full time for Nolan Arenado. Osuna, hard ground ball to third. Nolan's got it. Crow hop, perfect throw, and Chichi navigates the toughest portion.
So I think that we can all kind of universally agree that the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers, they're the 2 worst teams in all of baseball. So when you have the Yankees, one of the better teams, going up against the Detroit Tigers, you would think that the Yankees would smack them. In my opinion, this was actually a really good game. Say what you want about the Tigers, but they put up a fight, and they actually stormed all the way back to get this W against the Yankees. So it was just incredible. Now, side note, the Yankees did tie the Minnesota Twins for the most home runs in baseball. I think they both have 276. So let me know in the comment section down below, everyone, who is going to lead the league in home runs, the Twins or the Yankees again?
Miguel Cabrera
To right center. Wade drifting over, and that ball from Alexander, that's hit well. And 2 to Kristen Stewart.
pitch is there.
Freddie Mercer. To right center. That's going to get up the gap. He's done it again. And the Tigers walk off the big bad Yankees.
The Phillies versus the Braves game was super exciting yesterday. We have JT Realmuto and Bryce Harper going back-to-back. We also have Scott Kingery hitting one of the weirdest inside the park home runs that I've ever seen, because Ronald Acuna Jr., he runs back, he actually robs the home run, and I think that he knows he caught it, so he whips the glove back to try and showboat, and in the process of whipping it back, the ball flies out of his glove. I thought this was pretty crazy to watch. And also, Bryce Harper got his 11th outfield assist. So say what you want about Bryce Harper, he now has 31 home runs, 11 outfield assists. He has a really good batting average with runners. He has an amazing batting average with runners in scoring position. So overall, not a bad season for Mr. Harper.
Muto.
That ball is the hitter. And Harper's. Acuna scores. Ozzie on his way to third. Harper's throw is going to be in time.
Mookie Betts is back to being the MVP Mookie Betts. In the second half of 2019, he's hitting .318 with 13 home runs and an almost 1,000 OPS. So he is going to get a lot of money when he's a free agent, which is actually something that we might have have to talk about, considering they just fired their GM Dave Dombrowski, and now people are saying that they might not be able to re-sign Mookie Betts or JD Martinez. All of that doesn't really matter in terms of yesterday's game because the Blue Jays, they actually were able to win. The Blue Jays hit a barrage of home runs, including Rowdy Tellez. This Rowdy Tellez guy, he's pretty good, and he's also young. I did not really realize that. I think it's his second season in baseball. You guys can probably help me out with that in the comment section down below. But yeah, the Blue Jays stealing a W from the Red Sox.
Two again, and Biggio yanks it deep right field, and this ball is cranked by Reese McGuire. There's a great diving stop by Guerrero, and what a play!
At first, the pitch to Rowdy, swinging a drive, right center field, and that ball is gone!
Kris Bryant tried his absolute best to save the Chicago Cubs yesterday, but unfortunately, the San Diego Padres in extra innings, they make the Cubs feel just a little bit more nervous going forward for the next couple weeks. Now, the Cubs, they don't have the hardest schedule going forward, but every loss is going to be magnified. So this Padres walk-off, this is not good.
Deep left, Martini at the wall.
The Cubs. Kris Bryant punch one in the air, deep left field. This ball's got a chance back toward the wall.
That is ball four and a walk-off win for the Padres on a walk with the bases loaded. Margot get an RBI.
I want to go ahead and talk about Mitch Garver, who is now up to 30 home runs, a 1,000 OPS, and might be the best offensive catcher in baseball, above Gary Sanchez and above JT Realmuto, which is kind of crazy to say because going back to last year, 2018, I didn't even know Mitch Garver existed, and I'm sure a lot of you guys didn't either. Garver was massive in the win over the Nationals yesterday. Also, Jose Barrios shut out the Nats, which is hard to do because when you have a lineup with Anthony Rendon and Juan Soto, I mean, it's bound to happen that one of those guys is going to hit a home run, or even Trey Turner. Victor Robles is pretty solid. So when you shut them out, you got to tip your cap.
And Sanchez with the pitch, a swing and a drive, left field and deep. Back it goes! Deep it goes! Gone! The 1-1 line drive, base hit, left field near the line. This will score one, this will score two.
Going to be on deck circle.
Check swing, strike three, game over. Impressively, the Twins win.
I completely forgot about this guy. Johnny Cueto had his first start, and I don't know if it was his first start of 2019 or since 2018, but wow, he was dominant yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and roll the tape right now. Also, Stephen Vogt had his back in the batter's box. So, yeah, Johnny Cueto, if you have him on your IR in your fantasy team, make sure that you take him off right now because it's playoff season for fantasy baseball. You're going to need every single Johnny Cueto performance that you can, so make sure you activate him.
Average in his rookie season. Cueto pitches, and he struck him out swinging.
And a base hit. Bell got a late jump.
Cueto to the plate, and a changeup. He gave it the swivel, and then the shimmy. There's a drive in the deep right field. That's hit well. Still going, way back there. Goodbye!
Alright guys, so now we are to the point of the video. It's just like, I don't even really know what to say. It's just, Christian Yelich is one of my favorite players in baseball. If you guys did miss the Brewers game yesterday, they did win for their fallen angel, Christian Yelich, who is hitting. You know, he kind of has a very inside swing. He really likes to keep his front leg very, very, very straight, almost kind of in the way if he does pull a pitch, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. He pulled a pitch straight into his kneecap yesterday. He fractured it, so he is now out for the remainder of the season. So at this point, if Cody Bellinger can keep that batting average above 300, now he's still beating Yelich in WAR because his defense has been insane, but I think at this point, the Dodgers with Cody Bellinger, I mean, maybe even Anthony Rendon might be the MVP, but in my opinion, it's now Bellinger's to lose. What do you guys think?
Here's a ball squibbed foul.
Yelich is trying to shake it off as best he can. We're starting to get into the territory where he may not be able to stay in this game.
Homers.
And now, and that one's in the air. And Grandal is going to challenge the arm. The throw comes in. Grandal will score.
Speaking of the Dodgers, we're going to go ahead and talk about Corey Seager right now, and also Gavin Lux along with Kyle Seager, because Corey Seager hit 2 home runs. Gavin Lux hit his first Major League home run to give the Dodgers the title already on September 10th. That is just absolutely insane. They already have clinched the NL West, and also after that, we're going to go ahead and show Kyle Seager, who has like 16 home runs in the second half. So Corey Seager in the second half is not the better Seager. It's actually Kyle. So here we go.
Here's Seager.
Center. Here's a fly ball to left. That's well hit. On its way.
The year, Gavin Lux hits this ball to deep right center field. Is the first career home run for Gavin Lux. No doubt. That's it. A
second inning.
High fly ball. Giddy up. Kyle Lewis is first. Big league homer. And he's tied the game at 1-1.
Right now, Kyle Seager.
Swing on a driven deep to right. Looking up Aquino. Say goodbye.
I hope that you guys were watching this game live yesterday. We have the Indians versus the Angels. The reason why I say I hope you're watching it because I was in the chat, so maybe you guys saw me pop up in there every so often. But Zach Plesac threw a complete game shutout. I was not expecting that. I know the Angels aren't very good because their pitching staff, and then you have Mike Trout out with an injury. So when you have that Angels lineup without Mike Trout, there's really nothing special about them. Brian Goodwin's having a pretty good season. But yeah, Zach Plesac, really dominant performance yesterday. And then the Tribe offense. When you have Franmil Reyes and Jordan Luplow along with Francisco Lindor in the lineup against lefties, it's pretty much game over.
Luplow to left. Add to the 2-0 lead. And the pitch is up and out. Yes. And he rifles one fair into the corner. Lindor got him. And he finishes. A 4-hit shutout for Zach Plesac.
Zach Wheeler was incredible yesterday. I needed that because my boy Wade Miley, we talked about how the A's put up 21 runs. Yeah, Wade Miley has a 327 ERA from my fantasy team the last two. Don't even get me started, but luckily Zach Wheeler had a great performance. He was able to kind of keep me afloat. I'm still down by 40, so make sure you guys keep me in your prayers tonight because the fantasy gods, they're not on my side tonight, but luckily Zach Wheeler, he was kind to me.
With one out.
Swinging a liner down the left field line. Fair ball, base hit going into the corner. Cano will score easily. Rosario being waved home. Relay throw to the plate. The slide is...
Here's Avila, and he struck him out. He's here on the 7th.
High fly to left, fairly deep, backing up McNeil. He's got some room. Onto the track, makes a one-handed catch.
I'm telling you guys, this kid, Nick Solak, is going to be the next Ian Kinsler. I just see him swing, and he looks like a poor man's Jose Altuve, or maybe even a poor man's Ian Kinsler. I'm not sure if he's going to steal you 25, 30 bags, but I do like the prospect that is Nick Solak. He is putting on a show right now. Unfortunately, it was not enough as Austin Meadows has been Iron Man the last couple days. I mean, the dude is hitting almost 500 with 5 home runs now. The Rays stormed all the way back, which was big because the A's won and the Indians won, so that AL wild card, that's going to be a crazy finish.
Now for Nick Solak. This one hit in the air.
Next pitch is swung out, and this one's lifted to center field. The Shield's going back to the track.
He swings and chops it up the first base line slowly. Picked up, dropped by Clase, throws to first wildly. Lowe at third, starts to go and stops. Then they throw the ball to the left field. Lowe is heading home.
The final game that we have left to recap pained me as well because I had Eloy Jimenez on my bench. I got to my lineup too late in the day, and then the lineup's locked and everything like that, so I could not insert him. So yeah, Eloy Jimenez, and in my opinion, Yohan Moncada with the sweetest swing in all of baseball. They demolished baseballs yesterday in a pretty easy win.
In the air right field. Merrifield back. At the wall. Grand slam, Eloy Jimenez. Moncada crushes this ball. Center field. No chance for Phillips. Look out, Strawberry. That ball was destructive.
Alright guys, well that is going to do it for today's Major League Baseball recap. Make sure that you use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save $20 off. And I just saw that my Modern Warfare beta just downloaded. So as soon as this video ends, hopefully the beta comes out early. I'm still a Call of Duty nerd. If you guys like Call of Duty, you can always add me on PlayStation. Maybe I'll play with you guys. But thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for yet another Major League Baseball recap. Peace out.